makes me crazy. I dream about our babies, gazing them days and contagious. You're my baby. We know each other like the back of our hands. Understand, there's no mistaking. I'm taking 'cause you're my drug, baby.
All right, Marty Robbins, Big Iron. Big Iron.
You too Texan. It's iron.
Iron. I just hate that word, iron. Babe, I'm not.
You're showing your accent right
whatever.
now.
Iron.
But I love it.
Iron. How'd you say it?
Iron.
Iron.
Mm-hmm.
Iron.
See?
Whatever. Let's go, y'all.
To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Oh.
Yeah, he about to come to he about to do somebody in. He about to really come through.
Okay. Now
with some big iron on his
the
hip.
big iron. Now
He
I'm
said he about to
saying.
do some business. Yeah, it only took a quick second. I'm like, okay. Now we're really getting into this is more like an outlaw. I feel like this is more like country outlaws
yeah.
a little bit.
Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning...
Okay, so it kind of just sounds like, for the most part, the ranger is out to get the outlaw.
Yeah, basically.
And now this is an outlaw. This is a bad outlaw, even though he's pretty young. He only 24, but he got a lot of notches on his belt.
Yeah.
19 plus 1.
Oof.
And he's trying to make 21 out of this ranger with the big iron on his hip, right?
Was there was there a time frame in time when that was that was a thing, like in the country western history, outlaw type country, people used to be out there really doing stuff like that, like rangers and...
Absolutely, that's what they call the Wild Wild West. Like you had bounty hunters, and you had the rangers. Like when somebody was wanted, they had to go and get them. However you're going to get them, either bring them in dead or alive, like they say.
Whoa.
Yeah, big iron on his hip. He's gonna bring them in dead or alive.
Okay, that was probably...
on his hip.
Yeah.
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Oh, wow.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play.
They're gonna have a showdown.
Yeah.
And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas red is not cleared leather or a bullet fairly ripped. And the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you met your match today.
He did. With the big iron on his hip. And that was it. Finito.
Why would they do that back in the day, though? Because I know that, you know, I obviously have seen, like, Western, like, country, like, I never really got into that. I think your dad even watches, like, Western shows and stuff like that. And I just can't get with it. But why did they do that back then? Like, have the showdowns to drive? Like, what was it for? Like, you know, if they had the little showdown, you know, where the one person stands here and this person stands here, like, what was the
40 feet away? Just in regards to that. Just in regards to, he knows that he's a wanted man, so I guess they finna have a standoff.
But who would they go against? Like, I mean,
a ranger or a bounty that's coming to get him, to pick him up.
So they would have a standoff,
or somebody that they
showdown,
or somebody that they had a problem with. I'll put it like that. I don't know in regards to, like, when you want it. I don't think they're finna have a standoff or a showdown.
That's what I'm like.
They just finna come in and get you. So yeah, if
that was a choice.
Yeah, if there was a rift, like, in regards to who's the biggest and the baddest.
Well, let me slow the shit down, y'all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's the biggest and the baddest right now? Who has the most notches under their belt? That's what it was about.
I mean, because I just feel like I wouldn't sign up for that. I don't care. No, I do not care.
But that's what they signed up for when they're cowboys, when they're bounty hunters, when they're outlaws, when they're robbers and jackers and thieves and things of that nature.
Okay, I get that part. That's obviously when they're coming to get you. But I'm just like, why would they have the whole showdowns? Like the whole. What was it for? Like, who were they? Obviously, they wouldn't be doing that against a bounty hunter. Mm-hmm. So why would they? What? I'm so confused, babe.
Like I said, it could just be somebody that you have a problem with in town.
Okay, so like maybe, you know, something. There was a problem. Okay.
Right. There was a problem. And I think everybody knew when the showdown was going to be. Because everybody stood around and looked like, uh-oh. Mm-mm. Because everybody looked around and thought that he was going to be the Ranger. They thought the Ranger was going to be the next one because they've already seen this play out 19 times plus one.
Yeah, no, I'm not signing up for that. I'm gonna have all kind of problems with
you. Well, you don't have to worry about it. You're not no cowboy.
But that's a game that I don't want to play.
Well, you're not no cowgirl.
And
you're not from the Wild Wild West. So you're okay.
I'm not signing up for that.
Easy.
Look,
Be easy.
What you mean? There's a 50-50 chance that if you go out there, you're going to die today. There's no way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay? Outlaw country for real.
Lust in your body, boy, I'm addicted. Insisting commitment, predicted your intentions. I've waited too long.